and drink of his blood. Take a look.
What God cannot do does not exist. What a Roy cannot do does not exist. My name is Oluwafunke Adese. I'm giving this testimony from Lagos, Nigeria. On the 19th of December 2025, my brother and his wife welcomed a bouncing baby boy. But while my brother carried the baby in his hand, the medical practitioners around him noticed that the baby had difficulties in breathing and that the baby was already turning blue. So immediately they took the baby to the NICU, which is the neonatal intensive care unit, and was placed on oxygen. So ordinarily we felt that within 24 hours the boy would be off oxygen, but surprisingly the boy was still there. So on the 22nd of December 2025, when I joined the 7 a.m. fire prayers, Pastor Jerry made a declaration that every baby or every child in NICU would be out.
Oh, any child in the NICU, any child in the incubator, oh my God, any child in the ICU, let the hand of the Lord bring them out. Right now, right now, right now.
I keyed into it and I believed that God had already done it. On the 23rd of December 2025, the boy was taken for a test. The boy was diagnosed of Dextrocardia. This is when the baby's heart is positioned on the right side instead of the left side. My brother collapsed in the process. He was devastated. But I told him, I said that, see, they will take this boy for a test again. And when they check, they will not see it there again. That, like Pastor Jerry would always say, they will check again and they will not see it there again.
Go back and check in the hospital. What they saw before, they will not see it again.
And he said amen. So I kept making that declaration that Pastor Jerry had already made on the 22nd of December 2025. So while I was praying in the middle of the night, I told God that God should please send his angels to go and perform a divine surgery on that boy in NICU. That by the time they take the child for another test on the 24th of December, that the heart would have moved to its correct position. When my brother woke up, I told him that God had already done it, that by the time they checked, the boy's heart would have moved to the correct position. So on the 24th of December was when they were supposed to go for another test, and fortunately it was also the day of it was also the mercy prayer day. So I also took the boy's case to the 7 a.m. fire prayers, and I told God to please show that boy his mercy. So they took the boy for test in an ambulance. He was still on his oxygen, to another facility. So, and I remember that Pastor Jerry had also declared that
Dextrocardia, if you are the one, put it on the live stream. The devil is alive. Oh, you know, so let it be reversed. Let it be reversed.
Which I already believed that God was going to do. So when the cardiologist tested him, when they checked, they saw that the heart was on the left side instead of the right side, and the cardiologist tested the boy's heart, and they told my brother that there's nothing wrong with this boy, that this boy is fine, that he has tested his heart, that his heart is fine. So they took the boy back to NICU where he was before. He was still on oxygen. And I told God that, God, you have done this one. You have ruled out Dextrocardia. Dextrocardia is a very rare condition, medical condition, that you have ruled out Dextrocardia, that you that have started this work will complete it. On the 25th of December 2025, the nurses called my brother and they told him that we removed this boy's oxygen around 8 p.m. on the 24th of December. Until this morning, he's still breathing on his own without the aid of any oxygen. In fact, God gave us the best Christmas gift that we needed at that point in time. So all through Christmas Day, the boy was breathing without oxygen. The nurses were still observing him. Then on the 26th of December, Pastor Jerry, this boy was discharged from the hospital. The boy is with his parents now. He has been discharged. He's with his parents now. He's eating well. He's doing well. He's breathing well. There's nothing wrong with him. He's doing all what a baby should do. Pastor Jerry, this is God at work. I want to use this opportunity to thank God for his mercies upon the life of this boy. I also want to thank you, Pastor Jerry. I pray that the oil on your head will never run dry. I pray that God will continue to bless you all. Pastor Jerry, like you always say, we dey pray, he dey show. We dey pray.
Thank you so much for listening to the end. Please like this video, share it with someone, and kindly subscribe to this channel. Thank you so much for your support. God bless you.